Welcome to WYCD Wicked. That stands for What You Can Do. My name is Jake, and this is Diversity Squad. Yes, indeed. Wicked Diversity Squad is a game show in which we attempt to appeal to groups that are not currently represented. Groups such as, well, not really the Irish, but kind of the Irish, Kenyans, Palestinians, Jews, Democrats, Sam Cedars, gays, Japanese, Republicans, and more. If you're from one of those groups and we try to appeal to you and we fail to appeal to you, well, you're invited to come on in and tell us if we failed. If we succeed, you're also invited to come on in and tell us if we succeeded. And then to participate if you so choose and try to appeal to the next group. We want to be diverse because diversity is strength. And these pythons, something something strength. The point is, we want to talk to folks. Without further ado, I'm going to take a whack at it. I'm going to spin the board and then I'm going to try to appeal to a group up here. Hey, wicked community, if you think somebody else should be up here, if you think there's another group that we should add, now's the time to tell me. So drop it in the comments before I spin. Let me know. Should I put another group on there? I will tell you some groups are not coming off. I really want to make sure that we get the Sam Cedars of the world represented. But there are groups that we're happy to add. Let me know in letter hacks of the world for sure. Yeah, letter hacks are on there now. Let's see if we got anything else. Anything else we think should go on there? LGBTQ. Now we did do the gays, specifically gays, and the reason for that was the community vote that we did. So I think we're good. We got Palestinians on there. Is that Looney Tunes? Let me know if I'm being an ignorant slut. Um, uh, uh, is that the Palestinian or Iraq flag? Do let me know. But we have Palestinians on there. Oh, rural progressives. Oh Lord. Okay, yeah. True. I'm as cosmopolitan of progressive as you could hope for. Um, the only sound I'm hearing that you're hearing is my microphone. So did you not hear music? That's interesting. Anti-corporatist. Why Kenyans? Well, let me tell you the story behind that. Originally, it's not actually because there was a recent news item in Kenya. There was. Uh, there was major protests in Kenya. It's something we can talk about. That was in there before the protest happened. And the reason why is because I initially was putting black people in. And then I was thinking, well, uh, that that's the whole planet. Like that's literally everywhere where there are humans, there are black folks. It's going to be that's too wide. How do you appeal to literally? So I just said let's do a specific country with a majority black population and I picked Kenya. And then also because I am a big fan of just a band from Kenya. So I guess there was an internal bias. But then there was some news that happened in Kenya, and I get to look like I was on top of it. I've just ruined that. But for people that tune in later, they'll think I'm very worldly. That's why. That's the whole story. All right, Miss Jen. Uh, if we'll do LGBTQ plus as a broad cat, you know what? You know what? We're doing it. We're doing it. I feel like uh, some good points were brought up during the debate that have made me feel comfortable because of passing, as was brought up. Putting that up there, but I will maintain. I refuse to give up my Bowie crush, and I'll also add in who's another one who is just a flat yes to, because Bowie's dead. That's sort of a paper tiger. Who's a flat yes? Now hear me out. Channing Tatum. I know it seems obvious, but not Channing Tatum before that Apocalypse movie that he was in. When he was able, or no, you know what? Not Channing Tatum before the cop movie he was in that was based off that Johnny Depp show. Um, when he was able to laugh at himself, then I was like, I could see myself going on a date with this fella. So there we go. I refuse to give up Tatum. I refuse to give up Bowie. But I will grant that I am not truly living life like a member of that community, and so they're on the board. All right. Without further ado, ladies and gents, we gonna spin this wheel, and we're gonna see who your old pal Jake is gonna try to appeal to. Remember, if I get it wrong, call in. Let me know. Or if you're just feeling brave and you want to take a whack at appealing to these folks, if you think you can do a better job, call in. Let me know. Here we go. And it's spinning. Who do we have? Ah! The Kenyans. Okay, I got to try to appeal to Kenyans. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Well, first of all, Kenyans, how are you? Second of all, the best song by Just a Band is Ha Hey. I realize that's probably not that controversial, so I'll throw this at you as well. The best music video by Just a Band is also Ha Hey. That's right. Mokmende Jarumbi? I'm not quite sure how it goes. But anyway, it's facts. The best song and video by Just a Band is Ha Hey. What else? I bet it sure sucks that a bunch of centrist types in your country just tried to raise taxes, and then when people protested about it, the man turned things violent. I can sympathize with that. Yeah, that sucks. For those of you that didn't know, I'm going to pull up a Reuters article so I get it right. But the broad Kenyan protest. The broad situation is this: uh, there were there was recently a spike in there was a finance bill that passed. This is me trying to go off the dome. Uh, that uh, proposed tax hikes for average Kenyans, and there were protests from activists about that decision. Uh, President William Ruto withdrew that finance bill, fortunately, and said he would listen to young people. This is from Reuters. A day after Parliament was briefly stormed and set ablaze, and 23 people were killed in clashes with police. There shouldn't have been clashes with police. There just shouldn't have been. There should not be violence against your own people when they disagree with you. Now that said, obviously, as an American, I think storming Parliament is not okay. Setting Parliament ablaze, not okay. But it's just a building, and there was no need to kill people about over it. At least two more people were killed, and seven others sustained gunshot wounds during smaller demonstrations in several major towns and cities on Thursday, as the army was deployed to assist police. Again, these are people protesting taxes. Essentially, there's no need for that. For some protesters, Ruto's eventual climb down came too late. A pamphlet shared widely online Friday called for 7 days of activism, including countrywide strikes and the blocking of major roads on July 2nd and July 4th. So, my opinion, and the opinion I think that Kenyans will hopefully appreciate, is that there's no need for the government to commit violence against its citizens over something like a proposed tax hike, which they withdrew anyway. Now, I'm going to be a little controversial and throw this at you. I think taxes, by and large, are a good thing. And I don't know enough about Kenya to say, oh, well, there should just be taxes on big corporations instead of the little guy. I don't know enough about it. So, if you're a Kenyan, do please let me know if I got it right or wrong. The other thing I've offered is that Hahe is the best song and music video by just a band Kenya. And if you want to call in to tell me I'm right, that's fine. If you want to call in to tell me I'm wrong, you're wrong, and I'll explain to you why. Now, just based on the analytics of the stream, there's probably not going to be any Kenyans calling in, because I think in the history, I looked through out of curiosity, in the history of this channel, one Kenyan watched. One. So it's unlikely they're watching today. So I'm going to turn to the Wicked community and see how they feel that I did. Miss Jen, whammy. All right. Yeah, it feels good. Tinkerbell, uh-oh. Thin ice, buddy. Thin ice. Want to remind everybody the tagline of Wicked Diversity Squad is "Be real careful." Miss Jen, want me to smack him, Pinky? Ah! Wait. Looney Tunes 9000, spin or solve? Well, I tried to solve it. I think I've solved Kenyans. Literally every Kenyan. All right. Is there a D? Well, there's Democrats. 1D, correct. All right, so let's I should probably set this up beforehand. I know for next time. I'm going to start this as a poll. Did Jake successfully appeal to Kenyans? We're going to start that poll. Let me know in the comments through the poll on our YouTube channel if you think that we've successfully appealed to the people of Kenya. I hope we did. If not, we'll always be happy to try again until we get it right. Not this time. We're going to spin again in a moment. As soon as this poll is done, I will spin again. Also, if anybody thinks that they're going to do a better job than me of appealing to one of these groups, feel free to use the link in the chat to call on in, and you can take a whack at it. It'll be fun, and it might ruin your life. It'll be a hoot either way. Miss Jen, no. Once is enough. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good idea. All right. Poll's been up for about 60 seconds. I'm going to assume, oh my God, we're tied in the poll right now. 50% yes, 50% no. Oh, can we get one more vote? You know what? It's dramatic like that, though. It is dramatic. I'm going to wait another 10, 15 seconds. I actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm okay with it being tied. Oh, and it's tied. So, Looney Tunes, so sorry. No, no, no. It's okay. I need brutal honesty from you. Don't make me feel good. Make me correct. The Wicked community split on whether or not we've successfully appealed to Kenyans. Noted, I'll get some more Kenya specific news for the future. In the meantime, we have somebody joining us. Let's take a quick break to say hello to Bob Carmody. Bob, how are you?
Hey, Jake. Actually, I was calling in because no, no camera, please.
Oh, no
I look
camera. Okay.
I look like hell.
Well, are you good like this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't. What do I could put avatars and crap or whatever. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, it's just so we can have your audio on.
forget about it. Forget about it. Yeah. Actually, I was calling in because I thought we could talk a little about defending Republicans.
Ooh, defending Republicans. All right. Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I'm slipping into my Trump impression.
Fair enough. Well, let me ask you this, Bob. Do you want to spin the wheel and take a whack at appealing to one of these groups? Or do you want to just talk about whatever?
I'll take option 3, being lowered into a pot of boiling oil. Is that available? No?
Sure.
No. I'll take a spin of the wheel. Why not? I have no idea what I'm doing, but let's go.
Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to put up my screen for a moment. We're going to spin the wheel and we'll see what you get. I truly wish you luck. Stand by while we spin. All right. Bob's ready to go. And we're transitioning, spinning the wheel. It looks like. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. Bob's job here is to say something that will appeal to Sam Seder. So anybody who's Sam Seder out there, Bob, it's your job. It's your
Wow.
job to appeal to them.
Oh my
You're up.
goodness. I feel so lucky and so honored to have this position to be able to
I'm
defend someone as troublesome as Sam Seder. I mean, there's so many things that I have to apologize for him to anyone who I'm going to try and appeal to.
yeah.
So am I appealing to Sam, or am I appealing to people who are fans of Sam?
Really, it's Sam Seder himself. Any Sam Cedars out there, it's your job to try to appeal to them. Now you could do that
Hmm.
by appealing to their fans, sure. But
Hmm.
anything you think they'll take an interest in.
Hmm. Well, I mean, Saul was, he's Sam is certainly interested in breeding new talent. I don't know if you heard Saul, his son was on the air on Friday. It was very,
True.
very, very enlightening. Uh, we found out that Saul is just as much of a wise guy as his dad is.
True. He
So
was busting his chops, something fierce as well. My
he-
God.
yes, yes, and which is exactly what you would expect of a child of Sam, I believe. Because of his
True.
his self-deprecating wit is one of his charms. The fact that he's not his skin is very thick and he doesn't fold easily, and that's
Yes.
probably one of the reasons we all dig him so much. He doesn't back down, and you know so plus we the chat make sure that he's always on topic, and that errors are corrected and that kind of stuff. So you should watch the Majority Report. Is that did I do my job?
I feel like you did. I feel like that was a great pitch. If there's any Sam Cedars in the audience that want to call in and tell us if Bob Carmody did a good job of appealing to Sam Cedars. They're welcome to, or tell us
Any
how we could have done better.
any Sam Cedars, I'd be happy to talk to you and discuss this with you.
Sure, sure. And of course, if anybody in the audience wants to call in and do a better pitch, they think they've got a better pitch than we had. I'm not going to let you be up here alone, Bob. I'm going to do my best pitch
Well,
for Sam
I certainly
Cedar.
appreciate that. Certainly appreciate that, Jake. I appreciate
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, I think that having lost to David Feldman in the race for subscribers is not that big of a shame, frankly.
Well,
I mean, it's a little sad. It's a little sad. But David Feldman being a bit of a centrist, you'd think we could appeal more to progressives. But, Feldman, I think, had the better set, at least originally. I think Feldman just had a sharper setup, and there's no shame in losing to the best. So,
well,
like many
I
Sam
mean,
Cedars.
now let's be real about this. I mean, I don't think Sam would hire his nephew to make coffee mugs and T-shirts that misspell Sam's name.
You know what? I said the wrong person. I was saying Feldman. I meant Packman. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
David Packman.
oh, okay.
Now I really angered.
Well,
Hopefully,
now you will never get the contract to do shirts for David Ferdman.
I love David Ferdman. I'm a huge fan of Ferdman.
We all
I've
agree.
got
We all agree.
a filtration mask. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But no. I meant Packman. Packman
Oh,
had the superior set. He had a good
now
idea that I
hold on.
think.
Now hold on a
Mhm,
second.
mhm.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Sam actually helped Pac-Man. Pac-Man went to Sam and said, "Hey, how do you do that back? How did you do that background?" And Sam actually helped him to create that background long ago. Now
Oh,
Pac-Man's got his desk and everything. But yes, Sam voluntarily helped Pac-Man get that set and
now see,
create that set.
I was under the impression that Pac-Man had such a good set that he gave his old stuff to the Majority Report, and that they just are
Now
using
hold
his
on.
hand
No,
me
no,
down.
no, 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 no. No, how long you been watching Majority Report? They've had that set forever, and then Pac-Man came around and stole it.
Mm.
Well,
Well, look, I'm not going to definitely say one way or the other. I'll leave it open to any representatives of the Sam Cedar community to call in and straighten us out if we got it wrong.
yeah, I'm open to being wrong and corrected, but I don't think I am. So damn it.
In the Jason Hatfield with the Feldman deep cut in the immortal words of Socrates.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. If you know, you know.
Yes.
All right, tell you what, Bob. Here's
Thanks,
my
Jake.
plan.
Yes, Jake.
Having gone through the gauntlet and been brave enough for this, you're welcome to stay on as long as you want. I'm going to roll again on the wheel, and this time I'll take the lead. You can either chime in or not, or if you're like, that's enough for me, it's fine as well. Our goal is to hopefully get a diverse squad up here. But my point is, you're welcome to stay and comment as you please, but you're not obligated. And I also think part of the fun will be if I land on one of these and you say, no, wait, no, it's all you. Go enjoy, buddy. Throw me under the bus as you please. Is my
Well. I fit Irish and gay, so we can, if any of those is landing on, I'll bring the punches.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So you can correct me as it turns up.
Yeah.
I'm I'm gonna take a whack then. God, I hope it lands on one of those. I'm gonna roll this puppy again, and we'll see how it does. Stand by while I go solo mode for a moment.
Right on.
All right, it was a successful round one. Let's see if we can really end some careers here with round two of Wicked Diversity Squad. We're spinning the wheel, and it is Democrats. I feel like that's the most boring one there is. Uh, do we even want Do we even want to? Oh no, I clicked it again. Whoopsie doodles. Vote blue in 2024. There. Hey, rural progressives. Sorry I wussed out on that one. It was more frustrated out. All right, you know what? I'll pitch both rural progressives and Democrats. Rural progressives. Here's what I think. Uh, wait, I don't want to go on solo mode. Here's what I think, rural progressives. Here's my pitch to you. Um, for things that you'll find interesting. It sucks to be surrounded by people that are voting against their own best interests and are angry at you for the problems they're causing. I can certainly sympathize with that. And it equally sucks that the party you have to offer them as the way out are the Democrats. The Democrats. Because they are a corporate run party, just like the Republicans are a corporate run party, and it makes it very difficult for you to say life will be different if you vote for this person. Because when you hold up the two next to each other, their talking points are so similar because they are both afraid of offending the people that are causing the problems. Rural progressives, the good news is we are now building non-political means for you to better your lives, mainly through the popularization of unions. So, because unions are getting more and more popular, you are able to actually affect life in your area, and hopefully, you are able to show your neighbors that there are ways to succeed, to govern, to organize your lives that don't revolve around you burning a cross in somebody's yard, and do actually make your lives better. Rural progressives. Did I get it? If you are a rural progressive, I ask you to call in and let us know. Bob, do you have anything you want to add for the rural progressives pitch?
Move. Move. That's I grew up in North Jersey, so I'm a city boy. Lived
Fair.
in lived in Roanoke, Virginia, for my radio career for a couple of years,
Oh,
and then in Knoxville, Tennessee, for other reasons. And I was like, oh my God, it's so white. It's so white down here. When I moved down there, I'm like, how different can people be? And I'm like, oh well, now I found out. So after that, I moved. I'm here in Philly, and I've been here for 20 years. So I have nothing to say to rural progressives except move. And especially being a gay person, I got to be where other people are. I need a larger number of people to have around. So
yeah. Now wait a minute. That's interesting. What I just said yeah out of hand because I was assuming more people equals more left politics, but that might not be it. What is
I
it you
was
meant by that?
I really what I meant by that was more people, a larger percentage of gay people to meet.
True, true.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got to be able to get into a relationship with the knowledge that if it doesn't go well, there's another option somewhere in town.
And just to be able to be accepted, and not have to worry about that.
Oh, that is. I'm sad that in 2024 that's a factor, but it is. God. Well,
Yeah, it
fair
is.
enough. I got to tell you, man, I really sympathize with the whole taking a job in a radio station in a red part of the state or in a red area. I did the same thing. I was in Grand Haven, which is Trump country, frankly, and I had the same, literally the same thought you did. Like, well, how bad can it be? And yeah, the irony was there was people. So the population on average in Grand Haven was over 50, which means if you're including all the high school kids, you get a sense of how old that area is.
Yeah. Okay.
And the town was literally sinking into Lake Michigan from global warming and the erosion that had come from that. And despite that, I kept hearing people yell at me every time I would do it. Like, my job was just to read the news. It wasn't even an opinion show. It was literally just to read what was happening. And I would get
Okay.
people yelling at me. They'd say like, I love your program, but why are you doing all these Democrat talking points? When I was saying like, COVID, folks, be careful. It sucks.
Yeah, well, I it's an atmosphere that was not conducive to me. You know,
Oh,
I
goddamn.
my parent, you know, I grew up in a city atmosphere. There were plenty of minorities at my school. You know, I grew up with, you know, good parents who taught me to just respect other people. That, you know, skin color doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's other people. Um, so rural progressives, stop looking at all the white people around you and stop listening to all the white people around you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're progressive, odds are they already
Oh, that's
are.
true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. That's right.
Well, we have another guest joining. First of all, I want to say Pinkerbell dealing with the same problem in her area. Good luck, my friend. And we've got another guest joining us. I want to invite to the stage, longtime friend of the show as well. AC, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. You?
Fantastic. I'm enjoying Diversity Squad. I think we're. Do you have anything to add to rural
Wait,
progressives, or you think
You actually
you're ready for another spin?
Let me put on these puppies.
Oh, sure. Brother man, do you think do you have anything to add to rural progressives, or do you think we're ready for another spin?
Rural progressives. Well, I mean, you know, I'm basically a rural progressive. I'm just never home. So
Did we nail it?
Now I
Then?
need these to. I don't know, dude. I
You
was
feel-
eating a chimichanga.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about
Yeah.
right. Well, fair enough. Then here's the deal. Because you guys, well, I'll leave it to you, AC. Are
Yeah,
you?
Spin the wheel.
Would you like? You want to? All right. Do you want to take this one, or do you want to just let whoever feels like
Sure.
they've got something? Okay.
Well, I mean, whoever feels like it, I guess. What do we got?
Okay. That's what we're gonna do then. I'll spin the wheel, and whoever feels like they've got something, we'll go with that. All right, here we go. Taking myself off the screen for a moment. And I'm gonna add if it's already been up, if we've already done it, then I'm gonna take it off the board. So I'm actually gonna take off. We're going to keep Sam Cedars up because I just want to. I feel like I already appealed to the Democrats. And
I cheated.
oh, you're muted. Okay.
No,
well, I'll tell you what. Oh, you cheated.
Because I got Sam Cedars.
Oh, that was just beautiful luck. Okay. Here we go. We're going again. Spinning this thing.
Wow, that's gonna give me a seizure.
Tick, 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 tick,
Oh, for
tick,
sure.
tick, tick.
Japanese, interesting.
Japanese people. Do you
boy.
feel that you can appeal? Does anybody feel like they've got an appeal to the Japanese?
Nope.
I got nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right.
Not even
I mean, anime and manga is cool, but you know, what are you gonna do? They already got that. We could tell them that the South Koreans have a declining birth rate greater than theirs. Maybe that would appeal to them.
There you go. You want to talk about that for 30 seconds?
Well, no, it was just the thing I was reading earlier. The South Koreans are now having, 0.34 kids per person. So, you know, in another 3 generations at that rate, they'll be down to 4% of their current population.
So, Japan, some of your neighbors, declining birth rate. That's possibly of interest to you. Let me throw this at you. I think that what's a Japan specific thing? Oh, do you miss being the villain in American movies? You remember in the 90s when Japan was like the scary future awaiting all of us? Do you miss that? I feel
like
that
was like from the 40s on.
Oh, that I mean, there was definitely a lot of that, but there was that like the big scare that the U.S. had in the like 80s and 90s, where we thought Japan was going to take over everything, and that was apparently a nightmare for us. And that
instead
was
it
just
was the
like,
Chinese.
Yeah, it wound up being the Chinese instead. That's got to be a bummer. Do you miss that? I would say this. I would miss it if America was the villain in a bunch of movies. I don't know. It's a little bit cool for people to be afraid of you, I guess.
Well, I mean,
we're
Americans. We're the villains in everybody else's movies.
True. It's not cool like you want them to actually be in real life, but it's cool to be like having everybody think you're on the verge of taking over the world. Like that's at the very least, it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. The mustache twirling.
We're going to take over the world, Mr. Bond.
Unfortunately, I mean, if there were movies that actually had the balls to say that about America, they'd probably be right these days. But then again, I don't know.
Oh, hey, you know what? As long as they don't say it in English, we'll never know.
Right.
The Israelis are learning this.
We can't be bothered to turn on subtitles. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's review what we've got. Missing pop culture stereotypes from the 80s and 90s a little bit. Just a little bit. Being mildly concerned by the population decline of a neighboring country. There's something. We know you know what it is. I know it sucks to always have manga and anime brought up, but let me throw this out there. It's sad to see Akira Toriyama pass. He was
true.
Yeah.
No matter how else you feel about that art style, he was one of the most well-known people cartoonists throughout the world. He's up there with like Mel Blanc and the rest. So
well, Mel Blanc wasn't a cartoonist; he was a voice guy.
Voice actor. Good point. But up there in terms of fame relating to cartoons. So that sucks. I'm sorry, Japan.
You're despicable.
Sorry. God. Hey, at least we managed to do this whole thing without bringing up any of the horrible war crimes we did against each other. That was nice.
No,
we almost got there.
Look,
if you're Japanese, do let us. I do want to do something in future iterations of this that I'm thinking would be funny. Guys, let me know what you up here. Let me know what you think of it. Do you think we should have a yellow card system where other people can pause the person who's talking and be like, yellow card, I got this. Just give us a second. Like a warning, basically? Or is it just fun to let them dig their own grave? I think AC's switching his camera around.
Oh no, I signed in so I could comment. Can you hear me?
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, Japanese folks, if you think we've got it, or if you think we did a bad job, call in. Let us know, and we'll take a whack at doing better, or we'll listen to what you have to say. In the meantime, I think we might be ready for another spin. I think it's going well. Oh, wait a minute. We have to ask the Wicked community. Wicked community, we're going to do a poll. I forgot to last time. We're going to do it again. Let's find out. Did this group of fellas, this diverse group that we've assembled, did we manage?
Why does Pinky have a swastika by her wrench?
Because of her strong opinions about, actually, funny enough, not Jewish people.
I did too, but now I don't. Weird.
Was there an actual swastika?
No, it's an S. I don't know what it means.
Oh,
you know what? It's the icon, but then I don't have that currently because I'm going through StreamYard. You live and you learn.
We're gonna find out. We're polling the Wicked community. Did we successfully appeal to the Japanese? That's the question I've asked. While we're waiting for the Wicked community to answer, how do you guys feel we did? I think we did, B+.
Well, I'm very excited to see the results, to see how many Japanese viewers you actually have with us this afternoon.
Well, I got to clarify. You don't have to vote in the poll if you're Japanese. It's purely the viewers that are watching.
Okay.
So if there's no Japanese viewers, then a bunch of non-Japanese people will be deciding this. And if you don't like that, I would encourage you to find some Japanese folks and get them to watch the stream.
Or we could just move the whole show to Japan. Wait.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still go on at the same time, but my IP address would change.
Yes, yes. Your address would change. A few other things would change, I'm sure.
And Japanese folks, if you're just listening quietly, but you don't feel like participating in any way, thank you for your patience. Or, as I would have said back when I was getting flipped with some regularity, arigato gozaimasu, mashite.
Yeah, where's Saki Tanuki and Tokyo Hans when we need them?
Right? And by the way, you can be Japanese just by citizenship. We're talking. We're absolutely counting all Japanese.
I actually, you know what, saw a thing about that recently, and there's a girl that's half Japanese, but because she wasn't born there, she can't get citizenship, and they treat her like a gaijin.
I think you can be Japanese by citizenship or by genetics or adoption, or if you have a case to say you're Japanese, I think that's fine. Speaking of, fellas, we're basically the best squad for diversity ever because we just nailed it. Wicked Community just voted. 67% said, yes, sir, we successfully appealed to Japanese.
Those are great numbers. Those are great numbers.
Our panel of white guys here.
Yep. So I think what we're learning here is that if you want diversity, the best thing to do, get a bunch of white folks together. Get a bunch of white folks together. Because we're going to knock them out of the park.
We've got gay, straight, and whatever Jake is.
It's hard to tell. It's even hard for me to tell.
No one can tell because he can't even tell.
All right, you know what? I want to roll with that a little bit, because I think we had a member say they are a member of the LGBTQ plus community. So let me change that to deeply closeted gay people. It's too much. It's too much. I can't get it all in. I guess we'll just say closeted gay folks.
Tom Cotton,
I can't
Holly.
see the comments and the screen at the same time. I don't like it.
Oh, it's maddening sometimes.
I'm watching.
No, you're confusing me with my co-driver. She's the one that's a lesbian trapped in a man's body. Okay.
I'm going to spin it again, and if, for example, it lands on deeply closeted gay people, if you're a deeply closeted gay person and you feel that we get it wrong, call in and tell us why we got it wrong. So deeply closeted gay folks are now on the wheel. Are you guys ready for another spin? I feel like we're on a winning streak. Let's roll again. What do you think?
Girl, let's spin that thing.
All right. And again, if anybody thinks they can do a good job of this as well, I can't do better. We're batting 1,000 right now. But if you think you can do just as well as us, feel free to call in. And especially if you're a member of one of these groups, feel free to call in and set us right. All right, we got another spin coming up, folks. We're gonna do 2 more for our test show here. So let's see what the first one is. Again, the groups are, we're keeping Sam Seder on the board. Sam Seder, Republicans, Palestinians, Irish, closeted gays. Let me just instead of closeted gay, I'm just gonna put an S on there because it's closeted gays, the letter hacks, or Jews. All right, we're gonna spin this bad boy. Spinning.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Closeted gays.
Closeted gays.
I
All right.
think he has a good point on that. They can't defend themselves because they're in the closet. Actually, you know what though? I will say this: online, I know some people that are closeted IRL, like Badash 29. IRL, she's a man.
Don't
What?
Don't out anybody.
No, she's super public about it. She's a trans woman.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
She's a pan trans woman, but she's in the closet, so she what do they call that? Appears male.
Okay, got you. Well, so if anybody wants to take a whack at appealing to somebody who is gay but is deeply in the closet about it and will never admit that they're gay, take a whack at it. And let me, if you don't mind, start by saying like, I already have one. I already have one ready to go.
Right, there you go. Me too. It's okay, Steven Crowder.
So the fine. That was.
Oh no!
Perfect. All right, yeah. Let's just both go for people who might be deeply closeted. Boy, it's really unfair the way that your wife can record you smoking a cigar in front of her and abusing her and not letting her have the one car that you guys have, and then just release that when you lie about it. If there's any deeply closeted gentlemen that are all right, you know what? I want to change tact. I'm going to try because obviously that appeals.
Wouldn't that be a subset of Republicans?
True.
Oh yeah.
That's appealing more to Republicans.
That would be deeply closeted in the log cabin.
All right. Yep. Here's one that'll appeal to deeply closeted men. Boy, the suit scene where they're trying on different suits from the Man from U.N.C.L.E. That was interesting, wasn't it? Boy, Ryan Gosling was really funny in the Barbie movie, right? It was just funny. It was just fun to watch.
I got to see that
for
movie,
reasons we don't need to go into. Oh, he had a great comedic performance. He takes the shirt off a lot during it. Just for reasons we don't need to get into. Ryan Gosling's performance in the Barbie movie was fantastic. Anybody else have an appeal to somebody who's in the closet? Leave it. See, she gets it. She gets it. Yes.
There you go. Yeah, I can't top that one.
Let's workshop this. What do we think would appeal to somebody who's deep down gay but doesn't want to come out and say it? So
Jake,
they'd enjoy it.
You're gonna get us canceled.
Yeah, I'm gonna be canceled. I'm gonna disconnect this call.
Yeah.
We got our first tap out. That's fine. For the record, it is fine to say no way. Good luck, fellas. That is okay.
I'm tapping out. Goodbye. Thank you.
See you, Bob.
Bye.
Does anybody else want to try to connect to?
Wait, did Bob really just peace?
He might have. I'm not going to remove him if he wants to stick around and pop back in. That's also fine. But it's fine to pass on these. You could just say nope, pass. How about this? What's something that would WNBA? If you are a lady and you enjoy women who are in relationships with each other having drama while also doing a sport,
right? I heard about that the other day. Did you hear about that the other day? Apparently, a lot of the ladies in the WNBA are exes.
Yeah,
it's a new angle on things.
Doesn't that add such an element of drama to these plays? You can have exes playing each other in a sport. You have people dating each other. You have people who cheated on each other with people on the other team.
It's like golf.
Fascinating. Oh, all right. Well, I feel like we basically nailed this one. I'm going to open it up. If anybody's deep in the closet, never wants to publicly admit that they are gay, but they are gay, I invite you to come on this public forum.
Well, I mean, all girls' sports are like that, actually.
Well, no, it's not.
It's not that it was. It's not that it's surprising to me. I just like had never thought about it. Like that was like I didn't. So there was some WNBA analyst that was talking about it the other day, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that would be a thing,
Yeah,
but I mean, aren't all women's sports like that, especially golf? Unibrow.
The issue, shit. The issue is, I'm sure that there's tons of that in men's sports, but culture has just been such that speaking of closeted fellas, culture has just been such that they can't come out and say it, or they'll lose sponsorships, or they'll get harassed, or whatever.
Fellas. Or that one guy in the NFL, didn't he I don't know, not get drafted or something?
Yeah,
someone was saying something about that the other day. I haven't been paying too much attention to the NFL recently.
My whole thing is
my team sucked for a while.
I'm hoping that we get more gay guys in these sports, so that gay men in these sports, so that we have that same dynamic that is apparently present in the WNBA.
Now I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh my God, there would be. I think the average fan.
This quarterback's always picking him off because they used to date.
Well, that's the thing is, I think the average fan, just like with the WNBA, wouldn't care at all. They wouldn't be tuning in for that. But I would be. If Tim Tebow was once upon a time in a relationship with some other guy, and then he's playing him.
No, he probably was. That guy seems a little closeted.
But my point is, the public knowing that adds an element to the sport that's so interesting. It adds stakes to the competition that you're like, oh, I look forward to it. All right.
Pardon me if this is shaking around a bit. We're getting back on the freeway.
Oh, that's all good. And that's really interesting. You're Han Solo out there, man. I love it. So let's first put it up to the Wicked community. I'm going to start a poll, and I'm going to ask them.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Thank you, pro wrestling.
Oh my God, you're right. There has to have been. There just has to have been.
I don't know about that. Actually, you know what? I hate to admit it, but Joe Rogan does a good joke about that.
Well, what is it? I haven't watched Rogan in years.
Oh no, it was a long time ago. It was on his Netflix special from 6 years ago, and he was just saying, look, I'm not saying that pro wrestling is gay. I'm just saying that in any other situation where two men in costumes and Speedos that are all oiled up, start clenching each other,
exactly,
it's going a different way.
There's definite appeal to, if you're a gay guy, or even if you're gay at all, there's huge appeal to that. And I don't mean once you're a professional. I mean, for the same reason I came this close to joining the cheerleading team. Because you hang out with hot people that you're attracted to all day. That sounded great. I just didn't realize there was so much work involved. It's apparently really hard to cheer. Oh,
Fingerbell's right. Vince is terrible.
No, there absolutely
was. That was the joke,
Vince
Bob.
McMahon is. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vince McMahon
is his own
P.
Diddy type dealio.
Oh, dude, for sure. I don't think the entertainment genre of pro wrestling needs to go away because one horrible person ran a horrible company. But I do think we should absolutely start looking at
didn't they merge with the UFC?
Maybe. I think that sounds. It sounds like the sort of thing that would happen. Dana White is a monster as well. I think we should take advantage of the fact that there's other places that offer this. Literally, there's hundreds and hundreds of little pro wrestling or semi-pro wrestling organizations, and we live in the era of the internet. Anybody with a video camera can show us these matches. Let's see them.
I was catching up on The Boys recently.
Yeah.
And that really sends all that up,
Yes.
Like the guy comes out of freezing and he's like, the cause was a real man, Bill Cosby, and they're like, yeah, about that. And then
well,
Homelander
look, man,
is, yeah.
Let me tell you, right now, you and I, and Bob Carmody as well, we're batting 1,000. We just got 73% said we successfully appealed to deeply closeted gay people. Now, I don't know why any deeply closeted gay folks didn't call in on our public show to tell us whether we did good or not. But, we don't need to worry about it because apparently we nailed it. You want to do the last one of the evening?
Sure, why not? When I lived in Danville, they had a bunch of the kids would have they'd go wrestle in backyards and get a bunch of people in and do the whole Fugazi element of it. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Show us the lesson that we must learn.
Well, tell you what, since we are going to do the last one of the night, I want to open it up right now to the audience. Audience, I want to totally change this wheel. Put your suggestions in the comments. I'm going to grab the first ones that I see. Anybody who you feel is not represented up here right now. The only one I'm going to insist on keeping is Sam Cedars, because, we did a pretty good job, but there's a lot of Sam Cedars out there. So, in case we didn't,
there might even be two.
Ooh, there could be. All right, so we've got Italians. I see that.
Letter hackers.
Italians. I'm going to take Republicans, Jews, Palestinians off. Not that I don't think those groups matter, but because they've been up for a while.
Yeah. Jews
hippies
would probably get us canceled.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I could appeal to Jewish folks.
I'm pretty sure I would get canceled on that one, just on general principle right now.
I know what it's like to be hanging out on Christmas with no religious unicycle riders, rednecks. Oh, God, yes. I love it. Unicycle riders, rednecks.
Oh, hey, what's up, Patrick? Quibido. Yeah, I'm in
Patrick Quibido.
I'm in the back of the truck. Ukulele players.
The Wheel of Diversity is officially called the Quibido.
I feel like you're confessing there, Pinkerville. Did you know she's secretly a redneck unicycle riding ukulele player?
All right, folks, give us a dangerous one. Hold on. We've got florists, Italians, rednecks, hippies. Give us a dangerous one. Truly. Give us one that you think might make us nervous. Make it so that none of us wanted to land on that. Pinkerbell says, I'm too short for a unicycle. I say, you just haven't found the right unicycle.
Yeah.
Bob Carmody says, really? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Bob. Make us sweat. Look, if we can't appeal to any group, it's a problem that we need to know about.
Little people?
Because we're sure. Because we are.
Because it's rude.
All right,
I think you appealed to them just by calling them little people and not midgets.
Bob Carmody is suggesting rapists. I like rap as much as anybody.
Nah, Bob.
But I feel like Kendrick has already taken the news cycle on that.
Right.
Short people. Okay. Yeah.
So just go with the feed files.
Yeah. And feed. Yeah. I definitely don't want to spend time on that.
Oh, dude. We're driving by a stockyard. Ugh.
Oh, no. Well, tell you what, buddy. I'm going to spin the wheel again. Here's what we got up here now. We're going to see what the last one of the night is. We have florists, Italians. Wait.
Italians.
Is there 2 L's in Italian?
No.
We're going to hopefully not leave that up too
Spell
long.
it Italians.
Italians.
That'd be funny.
Short people, Sam Cedars, rednecks.
I thought it was little
hippies.
people, not short people.
All righty. Little people it is. unicycle riders, and florists, which ironically is the one I'm most nervous about. Here we go. Rolling, and it is Italians. We must appeal.
Forget about it.
Italians. Oh, God. Okay. So, first of all, does anything jump to you?
Yeah, sure.
Carmody, little people is a
you know, term, just because you're in waste management doesn't make you a bad person.
Yeah. All right. No, I think you got it. Go ahead. Expand on that.
And so you think I don't care what they say about pizza being invented in the U.S. It was invented by Italian Americans.
I will also go the route of trying to piss off Italians to get them to call in. Look, does it matter that the Chinese invented noodles first? No. Does it matter that the Chinese generally have better food? No. What matters is you've got a strong national identity with the food you do have, making use out of other people's products, such as tomatoes and noodles and pizza.
And that spin-off series of The Sopranos was awesome.
Yes. Probably the best Italian work of art ever.
Since The Godfather.
Since The Godfather.
And Sergio Leone.
The Godfather. Let me go even farther. I'm including
Sergio the Mario Leone. Movie.
I'm including The Godfather. I'm including the works of Da Vinci. I'm including the original Sopranos. The spin-off series of The Sopranos is the best. The spin-off movie thing is the best Italian contribution to art of all time. I think most Italians can agree with that.
The Sicilians were invaded by the Moors, black people. If you know, you know. It's a great movie. True romance.
Yes. But we're trying to appeal to Italians, and I think my point, for the record, before you get mad at AC, look at the movie. He's doing an in-joke for Italians. But
it's a great movie.
It is a great movie. But my appeal to Italians is to acknowledge the triumph they recently had of the prequel spin-off movie, The Saints of whatever, which is the best.
Oh, there actually was one? I thought I was just kidding.
No, there really was one, and it really was the best contribution to the arts that Italians have ever made.
Oh, now that's being offensive.
What? No, wait. Well, if an Italian disagrees with me, I invite you to click on the link and let us know. I'm going to start a poll. We'll let other people speak for you for now. Did we successfully appeal to Italians? Oh, God. 1 second. No, I'm sorry, folks. I lost which tab I had open. Italians. Yes or no? So the poll's up. We're going to see if we can bat 1,000 tonight. I have to say, even if we don't make it, we did pretty good. We successfully appealed to Kenyans, rural progressives, Democrats, kind of. Who else did we get?
Oh, hey, Mary Trump agrees with you.
The Japanese. Hey, Mary Trump agrees with us.
She's still riding for Biden.
All right. And hopefully Italians. And I'll say
Mehdi Hassan does not agree with you.
That's a pretty diverse squad that we've got up there. Miss Jen, why are you ending the show now? This is fun. Well, because I don't know. I think it was a pretty good first run. But I also want to work on graphics. I want to work on, watch it back, see where we were slow, and see what we can improve. While we're waiting for the results of the poll, AC, are you okay with me saying your actual first name?
Sure. Why?
Okay, Chuck, thank you for joining us, man. I did want to say It's a relief knowing there's folks in the crowd who are comfortable on camera, who they themselves have channels. If you guys enjoy seeing America through the eyes of someone who crosses it for a living, AC's got a channel. Go check it out. He muses.
Yeah, now that I'm driving
life.
again, I was on this morning. I was on last morning for a little bit, and I'll be on tomorrow morning too. Probably Monday morning too. Although it's getting a little boring for me because we're on dedicated route, so all we ever do is go back and forth between Wisconsin, Missouri, and Utah. We're going to Utah right now, and then we're going to Missouri, and then we're going to Wisconsin, then we're going to Missouri. They allegedly have a depot in Dallas. We've never been there.
Only in
and one in Pennsylvania, and we have been there, and that's in the sticks of Pennsylvania. I tell you what.
Only in America could someone sincerely utter the sentence, "We are only going from Utah to Missouri."
Well, no, it's not. It's like it's always the same route. They want us to take the same route.
No, I get
so you take the 80 to the 29. I mean, it's pretty boring.
It's such a massive amount of distance that it makes me appreciate what is unique about this country. Don't come to Dallas. It's a billion.
It's pretty warm in Missouri right now too, Picky. We ended up resetting there the last couple of times, and we were just like, you got to be fucking kidding us. It's like 95 degrees with 130% humidity. Like I got up at my normal early hour the other morning, and I'm like, is this fog? And it was, but it was humidity fog. I'd never seen that before. It's like the dew point was like 100 or something stupid like that.
That sounds apocalyptic. Well, buddy, I've got great.
I posted some things, Looney. I just hadn't made them public yet because I've been busy, been driving.
I have some fantastic news for you, sir. We have aced it tonight. The Wicked community just completed the poll, 100% saying yes. We successfully appealed to Italians.
But were any of them Italian?
Maybe. We don't know. But it's irrelevant, because if there were Italians that wanted to say something, there was an open channel. But I just assume that if they didn't, we nailed it. So to my old coworker, Miss Perverini, you're welcome. You're welcome. And to all the people who we have attempted to represent, hopefully we did good. If we didn't, I invite you to tune in next time for Wicked Diversity Squad. AC, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm going to end our guest portion. I'll see you, my friend.
Okay.
Anti-corporatist. Yeah. Got it. All right, folks. That was Diversity Squad. As you may know, we're trying out a few new types of shows here because our hope is to appeal to wide audiences and talk about progressive politics wherever we get the chance. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments so I know to keep doing it. I'm going to try to invite some folks from around the internet, and I'm going to show them this so that they know that there's nothing really to be afraid of. We're just doing our best to make friends. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. We're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to leave it with an audio test. Hopefully you hear Donald James X right now.